Hey FlossTube, this is Daphne, and this is a stitch with me, and I figured I'd ask on my Instagram account if one of two patterns people would like to see me work on. One was Scent of Old Roses, and the other one was my pandemic piece, and Scent of Old Roses won. This is being recorded on Thursday, December 10th at 4:30 in the afternoon. Not sure when this is going to be uploaded. I just had a few moments this evening to do this, so this is the time. I hope everybody's had a great week. And I also had asked if anybody had any questions that I could discuss while we were working on this stitch with me. And one of them was what's, the difference between the brand Q-Snap and the Q-Snaps that you find at, like the big box stores. And for me personally, I find that with the ones from the big box store, the generic off-brand Q-Snap, I find those ones to be a little loose, where the fabric doesn't always stay tight in the frame, whereas the Q-Snap version, the frame holds the fabric a little tighter, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true for everybody, but this frame here is a off-brand frame. It works. I do prefer the Q-Snap brand themselves. So like I said, for me, they hold tension better. This one I can just be sitting here and just twist my fabric, my hand the right way while holding this, and it loosens up my fabric. So yeah, for me, I personally like the Q-Snap brand. I'm just getting my fabric all set, and I take this, my fabric, extra fabric here, and I just fold it over. Some people will put towels or felt, just protects the stitches that are underneath. And then occasionally I'll do this as well to bring up the bottom end so that I have less fabric dangling down here at the bottom as I'm trying to pull my hand out and stuff. So, excuse me. We are going to get started, and I need to get, what color is that one? 413. And the other, so for the Q-Snaps, it really just depends on what you prefer. It would be, more of a thing of, okay, try out a generic version first, if that's what you, if your budget, if you can only do one to try it first, and your budget only allows you to do, a cheaper, not necessarily cheaper one, but in cost-wise cheaper, then go for what works in your budget. This frame here was a gift, was given to me in a cross-stitch group that I belong to, which is fine. And then I have purchased the Q-Snaps that I have, and I cannot find the color that I'm looking for. Alright, so this is going to be all over the place. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, we'll just dump it all out. Maybe we'll find it this way. But, yeah, so this is all my beads for this project, and all the stuff that I need. Sure. Alright, so we need 413. So if anybody sees 413, holler at me. I know I've had it because I've done some of these ones already, I believe. I had everything in this bag, so it has to be here. It just wants to play hide and seek with me. And it's not here. What is going on with this? I noticed the other day I have to rip out some of this project as well. That's 414. Is that the one I need? No, I need 413. Yeah. 413. Interesting. Do I have it in this pile? Because I had bought extra floss when I kitted this up from 123 Stitch. I was like, give me extra. There it is. I know I've had it in here before. Maybe, did I? No, that's not the color either. I know I've used it before. Haven't I? No, I used a different color. Okay, it was a different color. So maybe I didn't wind them all up when I was winding up that day. Anyway, those are all the colors. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, if your budget only can allow you to do, you know, you can only afford to do a generic brand to try it out, then that's okay too. You do what is feasible for your budget. Like I said, this one was gifted to me, this one here, and I bought all the other Q-snaps that I have. I have an 11 by 11 and 8 by 8, two 8 by 8s. So one of them stays with a special project for my best friend, and for one of the 8 by 8s actually, and then the other 8 by 8 I rotate between on my projects right here. So this one here goes with all my projects. I don't keep anything on that one just stays as is. I did, when I very first started cross stitch, I was using hoops, and then I kept seeing everybody talk about how they liked the Q-snaps and how, you know, they kept them tighter, and it does keep them tighter in my opinion. And I'm not fighting as much to turn the little knob on the top to keep it tight either. So that works for me. Yeah. So it's really close to the edge on my fabric right there where I'm starting, really close to the Q-snap, but I do the loop start from the front, so I'm not that concerned about the backside at the current moment. Just holding my fabric up out of the way. Stuffing. Made a pillow today. And I got the polyfill all over the place. So yeah, try it out and see which one you prefer to use. For me, like I said, personally, once again, I do prefer the Q-snap brand because I can just take this and I can just do this and loosen it. So every so often I'll sit there and I'll tighten up the clamps on this one if I'm working on this for an extended period of time, because it loosens up on me. And that was one of the things that I did hear other people saying when they were talking about the store brand or off-brand Q-snaps. But with the Q-snaps, which is nice, is you can make other sizes than just 8 by 8 or 11 by 11 or 6 by 6. They do have a 6 by 6 size as well. you can make an 8 by 11, which is what this one here is comprised of, an 8 piece, 2 8s and 2 11s. So you can get 2 frames, one 8 by 8 and one 11 by 11, and you can make an 8 by 8, 11 by 8, 11 by 8. So like this, you can do it on the going this way, or you can go this way, whichever. If you want more working space going up and down, you can go this way, or if you want more space working side to side, you can go this way. I've been using this frame both ways on this piece, depending what area I'm working with. So when I'm working down here on the dress, down here on the dress part is gonna be working it with this way, because it's so wide, and if I want to be able to go all the way when I'm working it, if I want to be able to go from this side of the dress all the way across and then back again, I'll need to have it oriented this way so that I have enough room. But yeah, and then another question that I had received was how would I get myself out of a slump, to where I, like if I had lost my stitching bug, along and like that. For me, I have so many other crafts that I do, that I would just pick up a different one of my crafts and work on that for a little while until I got into the point where I'd wanted to, stitch again. I've been fortunate since I started picking crochet, cross stitch back up last summer, that I've pretty much stitched straight through, especially during this time that we're in currently. It has been a great help to pass the time. You're not being able to go out and see friends and things like that, so this has been a help to do that, to help pass the time, and just sitting here during the day just doing nothing, on the weekends or whatnot. It's been a help. So yeah, and it'll depend on the person to how you get out of the cross stitch slump that you're in. It might be, if you're in a slump with the project that you're working on, then I would, suggest maybe putting that one aside and working on maybe if you're working on a hate, let's say for example, one of the Heaven and Earth design pieces, or any full coverage, large full coverage piece. If you get tired and you get to the point that you don't want to stitch on it anymore, maybe get a small, like a little ornament or something small that won't take very long to finish, or a different piece altogether, and work on that for a little while. That might help bring you back into, falling in love with that piece again. Or if you're just falling out of love with crochet, cross stitch, you're just in that slump period, then maybe just take a break and put it aside and pick up something else that you enjoy, whether that be reading a book, or maybe it's just the point that you're just tired of doing it over and over and over again for the every day. Then take one day and go outside and enjoy the nature if your weather is allowing it. I know there's a lot of people in the eastern part of the United States and the northern part of the United States that are into winter, so it may not be as easy to get outside and do some winter activities, or just get outside, but just maybe try doing something different to break up your routine, or, you know, put all your whips on a decision wheel. I do this from time to time at the end of the month. If I've finished all the challenges that I've set for myself in one of the groups that I'm in, is I have to update my wheel because it's not current, but I have all of my whips on a wheel, and from time to time, if I don't really feel like working on anything in particular, or nothing's really calling to me, or I don't know what to stitch on, then I will spin my wheel and let that tell me what I'm working on for that time frame or that day. I tend to work about 3 hours on a project at any given time. So, you know, gives me about a good 3 to 4 hours on each project, gives me a good solid starting point of a good solid time that I'll get some decent progress in on them all. So that helps me. But, you know, it's just, don't give up if you're in a slump. Just push on through. Don't force yourself to stitch, because if you're going to force yourself to stitch, you're not going to enjoy the process, unless, you know, if you're not a process stitcher, you're a product stitcher, then you just want to finish the piece. For me personally, I am a process stitcher. Yes, I do like to finish things. I just finished a pillow today, it's over under the tree, and it was nice to be able to finish it, but it is also nice, and I enjoy this sitting here and just the repetitive motion, you know, of poking it down through and poking it back up and pulling. So for me, I just like the process. I am definitely a process stitcher. So just keep trying to do, you know, don't push yourself is basically all I'm saying. In a long way, don't push yourself. If you're not feeling it, then stop, put it aside, find something else, until you get that urge or that feeling that you want to start cross-stitching again. There have been people that I've heard about, you know, or people on Facebook in the groups that talked about their slumps, where some people were in a slump for a year. They put all their cross-stitching away and they just didn't touch it for a year, and then they finally came back to it. And that happens. Life happens. And just keep going, do your normal, whatever your daily routine is, and, you know, maybe look around and see if there is a pattern that is speaking to you in that time, that maybe the ones you have aren't speaking to you. And excuse me. And maybe that'll help you too, is getting something new to focus on, so then the newness of the project might help spark that and to bring that creativity back into it, and bring you back out of your slump. I just gotta mark off my stitches here so I don't forget them. But yeah, it's really, you know, depends on each person on how they react to things, or, you know, what. Alright, so just so you guys know, all of this row right here this row here, some of this row here, some of this on this side is all gonna be beads when it's done. So that'll be fun. We are going to look for number N, letter N. Letter N is 340. So yeah, it's quite, I enjoy it. Like I said, I'll just sit here, and before I know it, like, hours have gone by. And I just cross stitching away. Maybe I haven't used this one. I don't know. Nope. Alright, so let's look in here. I thought I had wound all these, but I guess not. Yeah, 340 is a purple. But I only have one purple wound. That one? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Another color I'll have to wind when we're done. I said I thought I wound these all, but I guess not, which is fine. It'll take me no time at all to wind them up on my bobbins when I'm done. I keep losing all my stuff. Misplace everything. Put that there so that I don't lose that one. But yeah, this one here, this is my first Mirabilia that I've ever done. And I actually like it. We'll see when it comes to the beading at the end, because in here there's some beading and some backstitched, and here there's Kreinik in beading. So yeah, it'll be interesting when it's all said and done. Sorry if you can hear the dogs. My neighbor's dogs are barking. This fabric is a I don't know if I got it at the same time. Yeah, 32 count earthen. Because I wasn't in love with the dark green fabric that is, they call it stitched on 32 count laurel linen by Witchelt, or the 32 count Zweigart Belfast olive green linen. And I just wasn't, I think she pops a little more on the lighter fabric. So I chose this one. But yeah, now I'm enjoying it. I enjoy all my cross stitches, and such. So yeah, I'm going to actually pull up something really quick. I saw this on Facebook and I figured, hey, you know what? Why not give it a shot? You know, it's just one of those little questions, and you know, you answer, I think it was like 40 odd things about me. So let me just pull that up really quick on my tablet here. It'd just be fun to do something different, just so you guys can get to know a little more about me, and yeah, get to know a little more about me. And just pull it up here. Give me one more second, please. Let's see. I'll just put that on my frame. Okay. So this one is just called 40 Odd Things About Me. The first question is, do you put ketchup on hot dogs? Yes, I like ketchup on my hot dogs. Something else odd that I do with my hot dog. Not sure if everybody does this or if it's just me. being from New England. It's a New England thing. But you can tell me, let me know in the comments. I like to put hot dogs in my mac and cheese. Just as a little something extra. I know some people will have beans in hot dogs. I'm not a bean girl. I don't like them. So, yes, I will put ketchup on my hot dog. And number 2 is choice of pop, choice of soda. I don't drink any soda. I haven't drank soda in, it's been quite a few years. Just a personal choice. I was on a very, I was doing Beachbody for a while, and I had chosen personal choice to, not do any soda, and I still, to this day, not do any soda. I have tried to take sips, of like my boyfriend's soda every now and then when we're out at a restaurant or anything or stuff like that, and I still don't like it. It's too sweet. And also the carbonation is something else that I am not a fan of. I'm not a big fan of carbonated beverages anymore either. Yeah. Maybe water, iced tea, not sweet tea, regular iced tea. Yeah. Things like that. Number 3 is, do you put salt on watermelon? No. No, thank you. Not something that I do. I'll put some sugar on my honeydew melons and cantaloupe, but no salt on my watermelon. Can you swim? Just enough to save my life, I would say. I guess that's the most important part of it, right? Is being able to save your life. I'm not a big person to go in the water anyway, but I know enough to save my life. Number 5, how do you eat your steak? I like it medium, a little bit of pink in the middle. I don't want to hear it moo at me. Number 6, favorite type of food. I'd probably have to say Italian. I do like my pastas and sauces and lasagnas and things like that. Number 7 is, do you believe in ghosts? I'm not really sure on that one. I've never had an encounter or had anything that, would explain or give me reason to, but I'm not saying no to it. It's just, I've never had an experience with it. Number 8, what do you drink in the morning? I drink what is called a red drink, from Young Living. It is Ningxia Red, water, sulfur zyme powder, and lime essential oil. And I actually will drink it throughout the day. But that's usually that, or I will grab a glass of cranberry apple, or any type of mixed cranberry, cran apple, cran grape, things along those lines. Number 9, can you do 100 push-ups? Yeah, no. I'm lucky if I can do maybe 1 the right way, on my toes, and maybe probably like 4 or 5 on my knees. I was doing good for a while there when I was doing Beachbody and, doing the home workouts and stuff like that, but nope, not 100 push-ups. Not all at once. If it was spaced out over a couple days, yeah, probably, but not all at once. Number 11, favorite animal. I love let me rephrase this. I'm okay with all animals. I do not like bugs. I'm not a big fan of spiders or snakes. I'm okay with them. You know, if I know they're there, then that's okay. But if I come across them and they scare the bejesus out of me, no, don't like them. Yeah, so dogs, cats. We actually have a 10 gallon fish tank with some fish in it. We've got a hedgehog, had a gerbil, had animal pets growing up, cats, dogs, rabbits, chickens, ducks, you know, had the whole gamut of animals. So yes, I do like some type of animals. And the next question is tattoos. Yes, I only have one. And it's on my ankle. And 9 times out of 10, when people find out that I have one, they're like, "You have a tattoo?" Yeah, I do. And it's in a location that if I needed to, for a job interview or something like that, it's not visible. And I'm not saying anything bad about people that have, you know, tattoos that are visible. For me personally, when I got it, it needed to be in a place where it could be covered up if I needed it to be. That was the one thing that I required for myself. Do I wear glasses? Yes, I do, unfortunately. I do need to get new ones. But that really isn't high on my priority list at the moment. The next question is, do you have a fear? I guess I would have to say is just fear of not being, you know, good enough for the people that are around me, or, you know, just not being good enough. Do I have a nickname? I'm sure people have nicknames for me. Some people call me Daffy. I'm sure people probably say other things about me, but hey, you can say what you want about me. Rain or snow? Well, since I grew up in New England my entire life, I like to watch the snowfall from the inside. I'm not a big fan of having to shovel it or clean it up or anything like that. But just sitting inside and listening to the rain fall on the roof is another enjoyable. I just love the sound of listening to the rain fall. So both. Can I change a tire? Yes. Favorite flower? Roses. I have a little rose bush out in my garden. Can I drive a stick? Half and half, but more on the side of no. Have I ever been arrested? No. I have not. I don't plan on it. Children? No, I do not have children. Favorite color? So I like purple. And conveniently, I'm stitching with purple. Can I whistle? Yes, I can. Where was I born? I was born in Peterborough, New Hampshire. Surgeries, to my knowledge, I've only had one, and that was oral surgery when I had to have 5 teeth taken out at once. 4 wisdom teeth and an abscessed molar. 2 of my wisdom teeth were coming in fine, and 2 of my wisdom teeth were actually impacted. So that was fun. Shower or bath? I like to do both, but currently in the house is only a stand-up shower, which is fine. You still get clean either way. Last song I heard would have to be, I believe the name of the song is Strawberry Wine and Watermelon Sugar. Watermelon Sugar. Because another dear friend of mine, every time I hear that song, I think of her, and there was a time when I heard it like twice in one day, and told her that, and she heard it the other day, and she decided she wanted to send it to me over the phone through Facebook Messenger. Yeah, so that was fun. Excuse me. Any broken bones? Yes, I have broken bones, but I have not broken any bones since I was 6 months old. So yeah, there's that. And that's its whole story for another day. How many TVs in your home? Right now there are 2. One in the living room and one in our bedroom. Yeah. Worst pain? I would say just when I do get a headache. I don't get them very often, but when I do get them, they take me out. I still function. I know, I'm still a person, but it's just, it's crazy. Do you like to sing? Yes, I do, and I will sing in the car. I have been told by fellow coworkers that I do sing good. I don't know if they were just being nice, or if I do sing good. Excuse me. Are my parents still alive? My mother is not, and my father is. My mother passed away almost 4 years ago. Do you like to camp? Yes, I grew up camping. Every weekend we'd go away. My parents ended up becoming seasonal at a campground that we enjoyed, and then my dad just recently sold the trailer, which is fine. He's getting older, and it's just him and the dog. So yeah, I do like to camp. And what do I like to binge watch? I'm a reality show girl. Give me something with some good drama. The Bachelorette, The Bachelor, 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, After the 90 Days, along those lines. Pumpkin or pecan? I do not like either one of those. I am not a pecan girl. I'm not a pumpkin girl. I know, it's hard to believe, growing up in New England where it's pumpkin this and pumpkin that and all that stuff. Those are just, I do not like them. But you know what? Everything is not for everybody. And that's okay if somebody doesn't like something. Right? Not everybody likes to stitch the same thing. You can have 2 or 3 or 4 people in a group, and not everybody likes to stitch the same thing. Not everybody finds the same things appealing, and that is okay. Especially, you can make this your own, which is a nice thing about this. So just gonna finish this strand here. Just have a couple more stitches, I believe, and then we'll call this one a day. I will be back at the end of December, beginning of January, with an update video to show you all the progress that I made during the month of December. So if I don't see you before, and if you do celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope that whatever holiday you celebrate in the month of December, that you have a great one. I know Hanukkah just started for some people. So yeah, just hope everybody has a safe and happy December, and just keeps crossing those X's if you like to cross those X's. If that's what makes you happy, then so do it. Keep doing that. Keep being you. And yeah. But yeah, I enjoy it, and I believe that's all that matters, is if you enjoy it. Why do something that you don't like to do? So if you guys have any questions you would like me to answer, anything you would like me to go over, anything you would like me to maybe show how I do in a little more detail, just please let me know. You can either put it in the comments here, you can find me over on Instagram. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. I believe, actually no, it's the Daphne Chamberlain on Instagram. Yep, I know how to do this. Just made a mistake. There we go. But yeah, just feel free to, any comments, any questions, put them in the comments below. I look forward to them, and I will do my best to try and answer any of those questions that anybody has, or demonstrate anything in a video, or take time to sit and explain it so that it helps you. It may help other people as well. So yeah, like I said, hope everybody has a great December. We will see you in a few weeks when I do my update. And I have 2 more stitches to do with this strand, and then we'll call this video done. So it's almost 45 minutes. That's a good little stitch with me. I did go over the Q snaps in the beginning and show you how I put them on. Alright, this is the last stitch of this color in this section that I'm working on. And that's the back. Not too bad. Alright everybody, I hope you have a great day and week, month, and we will catch you either at the end of 2020 or I'll see you in 2021. Alright, bye guys.